Elderly Meng Ling commenced tidying up the yard. The heavy rainfall from last night had left numerous fallen leaves scattered about, so cleaning them up would certainly make residing there more pleasant, since Meng Ling didn't have any other tasks related to selling. After she finished tidying up the yard, she took a basin to the pond situated in front of the door, intending to dig up some eels in that area to sell at the market. Before long, Meng Ling was immersed in the mud, and after digging into the soil she had already managed to catch an eel. It was evident that Meng Ling was quite adept with her relentless and swift digging actions. Although this pond isn't particularly large, there are still quite a few eels to catch. For some people, they don't dare to go near eels at all. After all, they do look a bit like spicy strips. In fact, eels are quite nutritious, so they fetch a relatively high price when sold at the market. Clearly, Meng Ling should be able to earn quite a bit today, otherwise she wouldn't be so diligently digging in the mud. Digging for eels actually requires a lot of skill. First, you need to find the holes where they might be and then dig out the surrounding mud. If all goes as expected, the eels are hidden in the mud. After Meng Ling's efforts, she has already gathered about half a basin. As her digging skills have become more refined, Meng Ling doesn't have to dig through the mud continuously. She only digs when she sees a spot where eels might be. After more than an hour of effort, Meng Ling has made quite a haul. Once she cleans off all the mud from herself at home, she can take the eels to the market for sale in the afternoon, as the quantity isn't very large. So Meng Ling walked there because this type of eel is a food that many people like, and since the quantity she found today wasn't much, when she took it to the village entrance to sell, quite a few people came over to buy it. In the market, this eel type usually sells for 40 to 50 yuan per pound, but today Meng Ling is selling it for just 30 yuan, so there's no worry about not selling out, especially since only about 7 to 8 pounds were caught today. Latecomers might not even get any. There should be approximately 1 or 2 pounds remaining in the basin, and if someone decides to purchase it, it will likely be completely sold out. In no time at all, Meng Ling's eels were entirely sold out. Since it was still relatively early, he gathered his tools and proceeded to the pond. He brought along a fishing net to another fish pond, intending to catch some fish to sell. With the first net successfully pulled to the shore, he managed to catch quite a few fish. To catch even more, he continued for several hours and caught a few more good-sized fish. Actually, this fish pond is mostly neglected, and the fish in it have never been fed. So when caught, they look almost like wild ones. The main reason Meng Ling comes to catch fish for sale is because the price of fish has been quite good recently. After catching them, he first carries them back, draws some water, and washes off all the mud. The next step is to carry the basket and continue to the market to sell them. Despite the weather, Ling has already gone out twice. Soon he arrives at the place he was at this morning, and after getting some water from a neighbor's house, he can set up a stall here. In the market, these fish are usually sold for 10 yuan per pound. However, at Meng Ling's place, they are only sold for 7 yuan, attracting many villagers to buy them. After all, they don't have to go to the market to purchase fish, and the price is quite reasonable. Therefore, there is no need to sell them at the market. Since he arrived a bit late in the afternoon and the weather was getting late, Meng Ling needed to sell the fish quickly. Fortunately, he managed to sell all the fish before it got dark. After a busy day, he could finally walk back home.